Hi everybody and welcome to this week's edition of Property Chat. This week it's a big one, a law change. The Tenancy Fees Bill came through Parliament from 2000 May 18, the bill was tabled, and it comes into law on the 1st of June 2019. What does it mean? Stand by. Hi everybody. The Tenant Fees Bill, well basically it will be illegal to charge tenants fees from the 1st of June 2019. So when you take a property as an agent, for instance, or indeed as an individual landlord, you can take 1 week's holding deposit on that property from the tenant, and that holding deposit has to be fully refundable to the tenant in the event that they move in. The only time that you can take that as a fee is if the tenant had made a false statement which led you to believe that they would be a suitable candidate for your property, such as that they had no bad debts and you discovered they had bad debts, then you would be able to take that 1 week's rent as a fee. But other than that, you move that tenant in, that 1 week's rent has to come off of the move-in fees. Now on to move-ins. With regards to the move-in of any tenant to a residential property now, the maximum deposit you can take is 6 weeks rent. That's now coming into law from 1st of June 2019. So 6 weeks rent, and bearing in mind you've already had the 1 week's rent as a deposit, that has to come off, saying that so for instance you took a 1 week deposit when the tenant originally expressed interest when they move in, you then take a further 5 weeks, giving you a total of 6 weeks as a holding deposit plus a month's rent in advance. Now, things like if you had to change the locks and the cost of the lock change to you was £50 and you wanted to charge the tenant £100, that's no longer legal from 1st of June 19. This would actually be an illegal fee. The landlord can only charge the costs that they have incurred in the expense of changing that lock. So it would be an illegal fee. Now, what's the danger of actually creating a fee which falls under the new ban? Well, your Section 21 notice will no longer be valid. That means that if you wish to get rid of your tenant, you may have difficulty in the court. So very, very important that you take notice very carefully and make sure that you don't charge any fees to your tenants in ways that could be construed as illegal. The second thing is regarding agents, and within this fees ban, it's also saying that agents now have to have client money protection and members of a complaints scheme as well. This is good news for landlords as well, and greater regulation of the sector is always good news for professional agents like ourselves that already have client money protection and are affiliated to professional organisations such as ALA, etc. So the tenant fees ban, very important you know about it. It doesn't come in until the 1st of June 2019. There are going to be several big heads that will roll, I'm sure, in terms of big agencies that currently charge tenants huge amounts of money for small changes and indeed things like processing fees. So it'll be interesting to see how the market pans out, but I think there'll be a few casualties with estate agents charging exorbitant fees that will no longer be able to do so. So that'll be interesting to pan out. Hope you found this useful, and until the next week, we'll see you soon. Take care.